Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gullible, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on GFX. And I know that's not likely for me to do, but I want to try it out. And well, this is what I'm going to be doing it on. It's a pretty basic effect, but a lot of people don't know how to do it. I know how I didn't. I didn't know how to do it a few days back, so this is it. And it's going to be a little bit better than a new one. So what you want to do is go to New Document, and it doesn't really matter what size, and make a rectangle shape and change the color to like a darker red. Doesn't have to be red, but it looks better when it's a darker color for these rectangles. And I'm gonna make it nice and big for you so you can really see. I'm gonna actually make it like full screen, so like that. And I'm just gonna put this in the middle. And now what we're gonna do is take the effects, oops, or bring out the effects thing by just double clicking, and take out color overlay. Actually, kind of look good with color overlay, so I'm gonna leave that. And then the bevel, so it looks sort of popping out. And if you actually, sorry, I just went by. These are the effects right here, and just leave everything the same except for stroke. For stroke, you're gonna want to change it down to 1 of the size. And you basically want to do that for every single one, like every single rectangle that we make, except that you're gonna want to, for the insides areas, right, just go over here, right here, you're gonna want to take off the bevel and the emboss or whatever it is. So make here another rectangle. What you're gonna want to do is make it about half, so you can just do this by going over top of this one. And going to half, which I think is right about here. Okay, and then you can pick or click it and then drag it over so that it's about halfway up the rectangle and about a quarter in. And I'm just gonna put it, you have to put it behind the first rectangle, obviously. And there we go. So that's our first rectangle sort of done. We have to then right click, oops, right click, and then click rasterize. Then you're going to go to this tool, the lasso, and click the polygon one, and go to the point and bring it in as far as you want. Just make sure it's in the center. Go to the next point and then line them all up and just click delete. So then it has the edge of a ribbon. There we go. So now what you're going to want to do is duplicate that by right clicking. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm just gonna bring this in. Duplicate that. Drag it in and flip it so that it's on the other side or facing the other side. And you want to make it roughly the same distance from the middle as this side and the same height up, so it's like the same on each side. And I think this round right about here is good. And for those of you who don't know, actually, all right here and all right here, my screen's black and like cracked and stuff like that, so I can barely see what I'm doing. So I apologize if I have to ever like minimize it and then bring it over to a spot that I can see it. It's very difficult. I'm getting a new screen. I'm gonna order one, but yeah. And then what you're gonna want to do is take this and make it the same size, or make a new rectangle, make it the same size. Sorry, not this. Like that. And then you're going to take this polygon thing again, go to the top point right here, and then go to about the center of the rectangle, so right about there, and then just go around it so that it ends up making sort of like a triangle on this side. Oops, gotta connect them. And then you gotta rasterize it. Have to do that. And there we go. So now we have this. I'm just gonna take this off first, so I don't have to look at that. And one thing we said that we'd do is take off the bevel thingy. So there we go. And what we gotta do as well is flip it over so that it's like this. And what you're gonna aim for is getting this point and this point lined up perfectly. So then use your arrows to move it down, obviously. And there we go. Then click Control T or Command T for Apple, and then just drag this out to the point that this line is lining up with that point. I'm just gonna do it a little more. There we go. And then click this, and you can go to the box, and then just take or go so it's lined up with the original rectangle that we made, and drag it out so it's covering the rest of this triangle that we don't need, and just delete that. So now we have a perfect lineup. And what we can do is go over here and then go to color overlay and make it a little more dull, and by changing the opacity and the color by a little bit. Oh, you want the opacity around more, because I already put the opacity on the other ones, so there we go. And then you're going to duplicate this, and basically all you gotta do is put it the same way on this side. Very straightforward. So click Control T, right click, and then go to flip horizontally, and then line this up. Now, again, we didn't, oh, let me minimize it quickly. Again, we didn't line this side and that side up on the original rectangle perfectly, so that they're not the same, so you might have to adjust the triangle a little bit. So I'm just gonna go down like that. That's about perfect. And we can go back full screen, and you can see that it's like a little coming off, so you want to change that. So we're just gonna go here, drag it a little up, and like that, and just to fine or tune it up, go and delete this right there, so that it doesn't look like we have a little bit hanging off. And there we go. That's basically all you need to do, and you can take your text and just put it in here and type whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. And another thing you might want to do is change the size of the first rectangle right here. Make it a little bit wider, just so it looks a little bit cleaner. And to me, I think that looks perfect. Let me know what you guys think in the description. Tell me if I need to change anything, or leave any feedback to see if I did a good tutorial, so I can see if I did a good tutorial. And if you have any suggestions for future tutorials, let me know. I'm going to be doing tutorials on just about every software for editing and GFX. And like, because this is my first video. Thanks guys, see ya.